Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Devereaux Davis with the Morning Beer Podcast. Real quick report, real quick news on the New York Mets. It's not gonna be a long video. I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet. It's breaking news that happened last night, early this morning. It's right now midday, 2021, January. What's today's date? Hold on, I'm kind of January 19th. Anyway, um, what broke last night, real quick, was that New York Mets newly hired GM Jared Porter was um, found out for having sexting a foreign female reporter when he was on the Chicago Cubs back in 2016 and sent her um, 60 unanswered messages and even sent her a dick pic. If I could say that on YouTube, he sent a explicit pic of his junk. Right. Um, Earlier this morning, he got let go by the Steve Cohen's, fired. He admitted to it, from what I understand, and this is something that was it's not going to be tolerated in Major League Baseball, not going to be tolerated in pretty much all of sports, and he was pretty much let go, newly hired, only on the job for a month or so, maybe 3 4 weeks, and he's out of here. So made one good move for us, I guess, Lindor, but who knows if that was his move or what. But as of right now, what direction the Mets are going to go as far as the GM position is not really known. They could surprisingly go with the runner up to the position, the last person that was not selected over Porter. Porter was selected over him, which was Zach Scott, who came from the Boston Red Sox, who's also a friend of Porter. So let's hope the apple falls far from the tree, and he might be selected because he's assistant GM. So he might be expected to be pushed and promoted from the position of assistant GM to the position of GM. If not, they might just stay where they're at right now, keep everything in the same structure, maybe not even bring in somebody right now. Um, Let Alderson call the shots like he's been doing, and pretty much go from there. And then maybe next year revisit that whole idea of a GM, baseball ops man, operations presidents or whatever. But uh, I mean, this is 2 years in a row where our off season we hired somebody, and a month or two later we fired somebody. Last year it was Carlos Beltran with a different scandal. He was hired, and me as a Mets fan and everybody else as Mets fans were very happy about that hiring, and very excited and very much pumped for that hiring. And then the Houston Astros scandal came, and then he got let go because of that. Actually, he withdrew he resigned because of that. Now this time is a sexting scandal with Jared Porter. So being a Met fan, it's never a dull moment. But the thing is, you could ask a person on an interview, do you have something that might come up that might be something that we might have to let you go about? And they might say no, and there's nothing you could do about that if you can't find that information. If the woman didn't press charges before, if this wasn't known to Arizona Diamondbacks, which is former employees who hired him after that situation, and it wasn't known by them, they admitted they didn't know about the situation, and maybe even the Cubs didn't know about it. But sometimes where there's smoke, there's fire, and probably it was known, and probably something that was kept under wraps in the organization before Arizona. So who knows? But anyway, that's what's going on right now with our GM position, and we'll see where it leads from there. Right now, we're in the midst of a hot stove season. We're in the middle of the baseball off season, free agency, and stuff like that. So right now, Mets have to focus on securing the players that we need to make this team a winning franchise. With that being said, they made a trade yesterday prior to the whole incident with Joey Porter. There was a three-way trade where it sent Pittsburgh Pirates, I think they're one of the top pitchers, Joey Musgrove, over to San Diego for 4 prospects. In return, San Diego sent us Joey Lucceshi, who's a left-handed pitcher, had 2 good seasons in 2018, 2019. 2020 only appeared in a few games, a few innings. think it was 2 games, about 5 innings, and he had a high ERA. Pretty much was on their taxi squad that wasn't really on the major league squad, so he wasn't in the rotation. But he gives us a rotation depth piece, a left-handed pitcher to push Steven Matz, who's on his last year of his contract, and even he could be a swing man between the bullpen and the starting pitching staff. He really was more of a starter, so I don't know how he'll do in the bullpen. He only had like 1 or 2 appearances in the bullpen in his whole career. So as far as Lucceshi, he's there as a depth piece, which we said we want to do. We want to get some more depth pieces, and he's inexpensive, still young, 27, left-handed, and controllable. So with that being said, it's better than us going to sign a Gino Gonzalez or signing a Kluber or somebody that we'll have to pay millions of dollars to just to potentially not even start. Hold on one second. Let me pause this. All right, sorry. I had to pause it real quick. My dog was chewing on something that he didn't need to be chewing on, and I had to go there and get rid of it from him. But anyway, let's go back to what we was talking about. He's fine, though. He's good. He's just chewing on something. I had to make sure he got away from him. But anyway, Lucchesi's just going to be a depth piece, and hopefully, he's just, we find a gem in the rough. You know what I mean? So another topic I want to bring up, Kirby Yates right now is close to having to sign a deal with Toronto Blue Jays. With that being said, Toronto has been our nemesis this whole offseason. They're going for the same players we're going for. So supposedly they was in on Brad Hand too. So if they're signing Kirby Yates, potentially leaves us in the front runner for Brad Hand. So I'm fine with that. Just because we got Lucchesi doesn't mean that we're out on Hand. We can still go ahead and sign Hand. We still have a few $1 million to play with. As far as their other competition, which is Springer, I have an idea and I have a thought. We're just having a good off season so far till last night, and with Steve Cohen wanting our energy to keep going up and keep it going up. Here's a good gift he could give us, right? Since we look like we've been floundering on this Springer thing, just to change the vibe and then forget about this whole Porter thing, why don't we just go ahead and sign George Springer this week right here? Supposedly he's supposed to be coming to the end this week. He's supposed to make a decision real quick. If he makes a decision real quick and make it this week, hopefully it's Stephen Cohen going to him and saying, hey, I'm going to sign you and blow you out the water. You need to sign with us, whatever you got from Toronto. I'm going to match that and give you a little bit more, and you come to New York and play over here. This will be great for forgetting Jared Porter and the mistake that we made with him and the mistake we made last year with Carlos Beltran. Let's sign George Springer, call it a day, go ahead, compete against this San Diego Padre juggernaut that you're trying to build over there in San Diego, and the LA Dodgers and the Atlanta Braves and Washington Nationals. All these teams that I think that's going to give us problems. We need a George Springer to make sure they're not a problem. All right? It's your guy right here, Devrell Davis, signing out with the Morning Beer Podcast. I had to talk to you real quick about what's going on with the Mets and talk to you real quick about my dog who's chewing up on stuff. I'll talk to you later. Peace.